Wait, what am I doing? Oh, okay. Peace and prosperity. This is Asai Mystic coming to you guys with another message. Right now, I am talking about divine feminine. Please, please, please stop giving your power away. Hold your light. Hold your light. Hold your power. Hold your essence. I've been doing mentor sessions recently with women, and it is so often that I come across women that they are just powerless. They're powerless. And they feel that powerlessness in their bodies and in their hearts and in their being. They feel that they've been cheated. They feel that they have been wronged. And essentially, they have, because they are attracting and experiencing experiences where people are literally, stepping on them, stepping on them, and even stepping on themselves in many instances, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be just on their own. They just stepping on themselves, don't think much of themselves. Everything that they do, they question. Everything that they feel, they question. And then when something happens that they were already questioning but had an intuitive feeling that was about to happen anyway, that's when the momentum gets to a place where the momentum of giving away your power goes too far, meaning like the ball is rolling so fast at this point that it runs into something. You can't stop it, and it has no choice but to do some damage to you on some spiritual level, so that now you can hopefully get to a point where you understand how you're giving your power away, what you did to give your power away, and how you can hold your power, hold your light, and stop these things from repetitively happening over and over and over and over and over again. You don't need to keep going through the same experiences over and over and over and over again. You don't have to damn yourself to that life, to that experience. And there is no energy in your birth chart. There's no energy in the universe. There's no energy that can keep these things happening to you other than you. So that's another thing. A lot of also divine feminine that end up in these experiences feel like there is a force that is, pretty much damning them to have to experience these experiences. And sometimes it can be coming from ancestral patterns, or maybe even ancestral karma. But at the end of the day, none of that is stronger or more powerful than you as a soul here experiencing and living on this planet. So I don't want to hear anymore, oh, my house is I have a lot of placements in this chart, and somebody read my astrology chart and told me that this was going to be my reality for the rest of my life. Stop letting, and just in those instances, you are giving your power away. You're giving your power away to something that is literally just a tool for you. It's a tool. It's not the actual source. You are the source. You are the line of creation. So once you can accept that, once you can embrace that, once you can sit with that, then you will have the chance, and then you will have the ability to actually hold your light, hold your power in situations where you feel that you have become powerless, and you feel like you've been stripped of your power, and you feel like, life is against you when it's really not. You're just against yourself because of the ignorance that you have towards the way energy works and the universal flow of, energy. So, ways that the divine feminine can hold her light and hold her power is, number one, to stop questioning and start giving yourself the answers that you are looking for. Stop questioning outside influences, outside people, expecting people outside of you to tell you the truth, expecting people outside of you to give you the answers, expecting, really it's like this need for validation. Not even really an expectation, but it's this need for validation from other things and other people. Stop needing that and come to a place where you trust yourself enough to know that whatever it is that you are looking for, you can give yourself the answer to the questions that you have. So, for example, if you're in a relationship and you're questioning, whether or not this person is going to be loyal to you, or you're questioning whether or not this person is, a provider because you want a provider, or questioning whether or not, things are going to go a certain way. Is this going to go the way, and then all this fear and stuff starts coming up because you're giving your power away to these outside forces once again. So stop questioning and just start giving yourself the answers already. As I look back into my own life, I recognize that the times where I had the most power and saw the most results in my life were the times where I already knew the answers to my questions. Meaning, whatever question that I had, I would ask myself, why am I even asking this? What do I want from this inquisition? So whether it be something having to do with a relationship with someone, whether it have to do with something having to do with acquiring something, money, a house, whatever it is that you are questioning, give yourself the answer. Give yourself the answer. I have the answers to everything that it is that I'm questioning. If I'm questioning about, having questions about this friendship or about this relationship, I'm going to give myself the answer. I already know how this relationship is going to go. I already know what I want from this relationship. I already know what I want from this experience. And this is how it's going to go. And you have to repeat those thoughts to yourself. You have to repeat those, you have to give yourself those answers over and over and over again. And then the answers that you give yourself will end up creating a momentum, right, in your life. And the momentum is going to keep going and going and going until physically the manifestation will open up for you, and you will see it. You'll see it when it happens. You'll see the opportunity for you to have whatever it is that you were already telling yourself you were about to receive anyway. So focus is big here. Focus is big here. And it's another way that divine feminine that you give your power away. Do not focus on what it is that you don't want, okay? And this was a big one for me and throughout my journey, because when you see something and it's real, you see something and it's real, and not only is it real, but it might even be a shot at your ego. It might even be a shot at your sense of being, you know. I'm talking realistically here. Women have egos. We do. Women have egos. It's mastering in the moment where we can step out of our ego. But women have egos. They're not as big and as, sensitive as our masculine counterpart. However, we have egos. So when things happen realistically and we sense it and we're perceiving it and absorbing it, we'll tend to respond and focus on that thing that we don't like, and focus on that thing that is bothering us, and focus on that thing that hurts so much. And let me tell you how this is almost like having I don't want to call it a mental illness, but it's like you start to fall in love with being in pain, and you start to fall in love with being in a low state of being, in a low state of existing, and you start to fall in love with I'm not going to call it negativity, but you start to fall in love with staying in this negative space, right? But what we want to do is, when we get into this negative space, when we get into the spaces of recognizing what we see in reality, okay, you can't ignore what reality is there. It's happened, it's here. When you see what's happening realistically and you see what's going on in front of you, then you take that and you immediately sense what it is that you want from what it is that you see, what it is that you're creating from what it is that you see. And you could ignore everything else. Ignore everything else. So in a way, you have to have like somewhat of a tunnel vision, but that's power. You have to have focus. You have to have a direct line of sight into what it is that you are creating in your world. And not only what it is that you're creating, but what you have within you to create from that negative space. So that is another way that you can hold your light, hold your power, and not give your power away to things that are obviously happening. But, ask yourself, if I focus on this thing that's happening versus focus on what can happen from this, then it's a whole nother energy. It's a whole nother frequency. Because I think also a lot of divine feminine, can have wounding around balance and fairness and justice in the realms of, just life. And I know intimately what that feels like, because I have a Chiron in Libra. And my Chiron in Libra is, Chiron, if you don't know who Chiron is the wounded healer. And the Chiron in Libra is shining a lot of light on the wound that we come here, that we're born here with, that we carry, and from that wounding that we carry, we also carry this potent medicine. So divine feminine, a lot of us have a lot of wounding in this area, and the only way to heal that area of, feeling like your power is being sapped from you, is to become selfish in a way and self-focused, meaning you need to focus on self, because the reality is Venus is opposite Mars, which is, Aries is opposite Libra. So you need to understand that you cannot have balance and fairness without having to understand what it means to be a martial artist, to protect yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You can't live balanced and at peace if you don't know how to protect yourself, and you don't know how to be selfish. You can't have peace without that. So divine feminine, really, it's time to get comfortable with building this mountain, or not even building it, but recognizing the mountain within you, and that this is going to be the core of you experiencing the bliss and the peace and the harmony that you desire to experience. Because it really is interesting to me how women who are well above my age range are going through things that I would assume, like, at some point this would stop happening, right? But no, not if you don't learn the lesson, not if you don't understand and realize how you are, thinking so little of yourself. You're judging yourself all the time. You're criticizing yourself all the time. The first thing that you say when you get on a call, mentorship call, I'm dealing with low self-esteem. I'm dealing with low self-worth. I don't feel good about myself. I don't da 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 da. I don't da 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 da. And it's like, as soon as you change those words, as soon as you change the way that you're talking about yourself, it's a whole new, like, get on the call, instead of saying that, get on the call saying, I have good self-esteem. I have amazing self-esteem. You saying that would feel weird at first, because you're so in love with the down talking of self, with the I'm not good enough talk, all of these talks that normally have come from spells that have been cast upon you by entities, family members, people, places, yada yada yada, even probably from a young age. People just telling you, you ugly. Growing up, I used to feel like I was ugly. I used to feel like I was not good. I had a lot of feelings like that. Right now I don't. Right now I feel like I'm beautiful. Right now I feel like I am very attractive. Right now I feel like I am one of the most amazing, magnetic, chocolatey, luscious, brown, not too chocolatey, like brown, sugary, luscious people on the planet. I am extremely intelligent and amazing, and anything that I want, anything that I need, I'm going to attract it to me. anything that I desire, I'm not going to stress over it, I'm not going to worry over it, because I'm magnetizing it to me. It's coming to me. It's already here. It's already done. I know that I am a done deal. Whatever it is that I want, whatever it is that I desire, it's like divine feminine must feel comfortable just talking like that, because a lot of women don't feel comfortable talking like that. They feel like there's this, oh, I don't want to make anybody think this way about me. But like I said, in order to get to the Venus and the harmony and the balance, you got to learn how to say fuck y'all. Like, you have to learn how to say, you don't have to curse, actually. But you have to get to that place of passion, and that place of, there's so much passion and inner knowing within you where you just don't care. You just don't care. You are so in sync with the universe and the divine feminine being of all that is, that you understand that who you are is divine order. Who you are is divine law. So when you keep questioning, you always question, you come on to the calls feeling and talking so down on yourself and your life, I know that it's coming from this dark space, right, of emotion and hurt and pain, and right, because you're getting ready to transform, right? It's like a transformation process that we all go through. But the thing is, when you never learn and you never fully get to that place of blossoming, like, it takes you so long just to become a new person, it shouldn't take you that long to see where you're going wrong, how you can get better, and then become better. It shouldn't take you 20 years, 30 years, your whole life to become a new person and let go of the old and step into the new. It shouldn't take that long for you to feel comfortable enough to love yourself enough to hold the light that is you and not give it away to other people. Hold the space for the being that is you, not give it away to other people. It shouldn't take you that long, So really develop, your relationship with your source. Really develop a relationship with the creator. Really develop that bond so that you can, first of all, understand that you are a powerful being in the first place, and that the only power that you can work with is the power that is you, the source and the divine feminine being that is you. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say on that. Divine feminine, hold your light, hold your power, stop giving it away to these busters and people who are not on the same wavelength, or like, they're just not you. So just stop expecting people to be you. Be you, love you, move the way you move, flow the way you flow. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.